Willie Frank, go. You know the funny thing about life? Talk to him, train. It be the closest people to you, be your biggest haters. Said that right. It's worse than when you see you do good, just not better than them. Huh? Let your haters motivate you and elevate you. Alright. It's Dreen, cause they hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans ain't watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her, she love the way I'm living. And now I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all these racks on me, got all this ice on me. Got them shooters who gon' ride for me and down for me. Got hate me because of the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. She like to let me better when I ain't have it. But now they ain't good to see me living lavish. Pull up an Onyx and I let them strippers have it. I show my sometimes cause I ain't never had. Hard until I came from the bottom. I'm throwing all the dollars, rockin' Gucci, rockin' Prada, and we the baddest models. Fresh as hell when I step out, hit the club and showing up. Standing on the 40 couches, now the whole club asking about. Got it, niggas hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans ain't watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her G, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all these racks on me, got all this ice on me. Got them shooters who gon' ride for me and die for me. Got them hate me because of the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Make it feel the type of way, bad in my face, try to steal my way. Getting money every day, what I had to say, I ran it up in the race. 100 bands, I'm tryna get to the money, man. Couple stacks in the road, babe, make it do the money days. The way she throw the quarterback. The way I ran around bags, I thought was a running back. Got it, they hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans ain't watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her G, she love it. Willie Franco. You know.
I don't know what the heck wrong with this daggone thing.
I know it was
Skipping
skipping
like
a little
that.
bit. Yeah, man. It's all good
Probably
though.
my ragged ass internet.
We here, you know what I'm saying? We in this thing, you feel me? We in there.
It's Tuesday
Of
already.
course. Already. It don't even seem like it.
Oh my
You back
god.
home now, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yes,
we
I am
know you've
back.
been kicking it, having a good time. I see all your pictures from the weekend.
I am back home. I am back home.
Okay,
What up,
okay.
Daniel? Thank you for the love, Carl.
Oh,
Appreciate,
Carl,
appreciate,
love
appreciate.
you.
Don't
Ooh,
start your shit.
okay, Carl.
Don't start your shit.
That's a kissy,
Really? Really?
kissy, rose, hearts, heart.
You are
Woo.
so petty.
Hey, Carl. Hey, man.
Oh my God.
That took
Oh,
you a
you are
lot to
so
write, buddy.
stupid. Shut up. Oh God.
Woo.
Yo, we are here. Hopefully our Drena could show up. They done folks done crashed into the daggone pole and tore up her power. Folk gotta
Hey,
quit
man.
drinking.
Good old Mississippi. You know, that's open carry state. And I ain't talking about guns.
Folk
Hey,
gotta stop drinking
yo, man, we
in the
all, I'm
middle of the
pretty
day.
sure. Hey, man, I remember it was like that. Like, cats had the beer with the brown plastic bag, but they had it right on their hip, drinking. You know what I'm saying? Driving, like drinking and driving used to be a real thing down there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm like, you just got off work. Somebody done ran into the pole. What in the world? That's
Boom.
crazy. Hopefully they'll have it back up before the show is over. She could join us. How
Right.
was your weekend?
It wasn't kissy face. Heart, rose, heart, rose.
Carl, keep
Oh,
sending me the love. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
hey
you.
man,
Adrian's a
I,
hater. He's jealous.
I'm just, hey man, I'm just, hey, it's cute, man. It's cute. It's extra cute. So, but yeah, nah, the weekend was good, man. The weekends were cool. You know, it's always great when you have a day off. So, you know, spend some good quality
Yes,
time with the fam and everything like
absolutely.
that. You know, went to the
Yes,
park,
indeed.
got some milkshakes and everything. Wasn't no diet this weekend, man. I'm trying to tell you. Wasn't no
You
diet.
said
Yeah,
one no diet.
I was eating. Nah, man. Wasn't
Oh,
no
oh shoot,
watching
I'm
nothing.
changing stuff.
Oh, we
I don't
went
do
to
diet.
Wildin' Out too. So we went. I don't
Oh,
do
did
diet either,
y'all?
but yeah. So we went and saw Wildin'
How
Out.
was
It was pretty
that?
cool. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's
You know,
awesome.
it's yeah, it's like the show. So it's like the show, but of course it's like 2 hours and they cussing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I mean? So it's not PG-13.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a real good time, man. We had good seats in there and yeah, we really enjoyed ourselves. So I suggest if anyone likes the show itself, definitely go check it
Mhm.
out because it's better than the show. I mean, you gotta think it's live, so there's a lot of things that they're
Right.
cutting out for the show. So
Right.
yeah, you gotta go check that out if
Who
you
was the
enjoy the
special
show.
guest?
Well, since it was out here, it was Shy Glizzy. So he the one
Who?
that performed.
Oh, Shy
Shy Glizzy.
Glizzy. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. I mean, you know, typically they try to I feel like when they do the live show, they try to get people. I mean, because I'm thinking like, okay, probably would have been hard to try to get Wale, right?
Right.
I'm
Right.
trying to,
Yeah.
trying to just think of some of the artists here. But yeah, Shy Glizzy. I mean, the crowd went crazy. So I mean, and of
Right.
course they know all
Yeah.
his songs. So I
Yeah.
mean, it was smart on Nick's on Nick's end because everybody knew
Right.
who Shy Glizzy was up here, and everybody was going
Right.
crazy when he started
Okay.
performing his
Okay.
songs. They rapped and
Mhm.
stuff too. They did like raps, freestyles.
Right.
Outside of their little freestyle battle against each other, they actually was freestyle
Okay.
rapping. During the
Oh,
actual
that's
show
dope.
itself too, seeing who like quote unquote was the best freestyler out of
Mhm.
Justina, Conceited, Hitman Holla, and Charlie
Mhm.
Clips. They
Oh,
had
that's
like
pretty
a little
dope.
battle. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
That's pretty dope. It was funny that you mentioned that you went there because I just saw somebody make a comment about Nick and talking
Oh, they was
about
clowning Nick
they talk
and
about
his.
wow, who cares? He got another wild and out girl pregnant. Okay, next.
It's like, bro, do you even know what a condom is? I think somebody threw some condoms at him on the stage, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, bro,
They was like at this point it's getting real disturbing. Like, yo, chill out.
yo, hold up,
Chill out.
highlight of the show, um, Rip Michaels
Mm-hmm.
was, they was doing family reunion.
Uh-huh.
Yo, this fool, I can't remember the punchline he said, but he said, I can't remember how he brought it up, but his punchline was, I hate cheap wigs. And he snatched a wig off a chick right there,
In the
like
audience?
from the audience. So they let people come
Oh
up on
my
stage.
God.
And so they was on stage, and they do at the family
Yeah.
reunion, who we introducing. Yeah, so I can't remember his exact rhyme, but he
Mm,
grabbed it and he ran all around the
that is
stadium.
messed up.
She was pissed. And guess what? He got another one. He was like, y'all see this? Yup. Took hers and she was pissed too, ran. Ooh, she was mad. She trying to talk like like they was mad. His homegirls, they was trying to swing on him. Yo.
Oh
That's two
my.
wigs
That's
off
so
two women's head.
embarrassing.
It was
That is so embarrassing.
and you
They
could
done
see
took the
right
time to gel
because
that baby hair down.
yo, and you could tell like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when it's like they was like okay with it. They was not okay with it. They was pissed. I'm pretty
Hope
sure
they
they
don't
got
get
some
sued.
t-shirts or something at the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they hooked them
T-shirts.
up with something. Whatever, but you know what I'm saying,
Man,
hooked them up, whatever at the end. But yep.
I hope they don't sue them.
Snatched them little wigs off, ran,
Oh my
ran
God.
around.
That's
Hey, it was funny to us.
embarrassing.
Oh, it had to be embarrassing. He said he ain't like cheap
Mhm.
wigs.
Them straight
Yep.
backs. They probably had them straight backs under there.
Oh
Ooh.
man, you already know.
OG
Braided to the
Bobby,
back. Braided to the
OG
back
Bobby
like me,
Johnson
man.
braids.
Braided to the back like me, but extra thin though,
Oh, that's terrible.
You know,
Oh
I'd be
my.
extra thin.
Daniel say, yeah, but they
like,
got a story to tell forever.
right. Extra thin, like your man on Tyler Perry movie, Shamar Moore.
Oh,
when he had
Shamar Moore.
yeah.
Lace front braids. Well, listen, let us introduce ourselves for the folks who don't know who we are, the actual battle buddies. I will introduce somebody y'all probably need to get to know because this dude is pretty amazing. He is the one and only Adrian Taylor, aka
Ain't I?
aka
Country rap tunes.
hey. You are so crazy. Oh my God. You are stupid. I can't with you.
Ah, yes, sir. You already know. We got a girl, Didi Legette, aka
The core queen.
aka
The queen of transformations. Yes, that's what I do. I transform bodies, minds, and souls. So if you're ready, get your mind ready, get your body ready, get your life together.
I see Chris already. He ready. The first thing he come on here with.
Right. We
How y'all
getting
like
there.
the
We getting
verses?
there. We getting there. We getting there. Well, let me before we get into our topics, I do have a Black-owned business spotlight that I would like to talk about today and highlight. This Black-owned business is called Gwen E Creations, and it was established in 2020. They are a small business located in South Carolina, and they take pride in the craftsmanship of custom products and ready-to-ship products. They specialize in drink tumblers, mugs, custom shirts, and they also provide branding services to businesses. They love giving back to the community with donating or discounting orders that they do for schools, daycares, leadership programs. I have their email address. I can send that to you, put it in the comments. And they like to, their motto is creating visions that come true. So they like to excel in that, and they love to see the smiles on their customers' face. This company was created by one of my friends that I grew up with. Her name is Stephanie McDonald. She's now down here in South Carolina where I am. I don't know what city, but she's close. And I've seen her grinding from the start. She got really, really frustrated in the beginning, but she didn't stop. And now her business is booming, and she's creating all these customized gifts for our products for everybody. So y'all check her out, Gwen E Creations. I'll put her information in the comments so that y'all can check her out. We love our Black-owned businesses. Now, to the trending topics. The trending topics. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. Here we go. We're going to start with this one. I definitely want to hear your. First of all, I saw your comment on Instagram looking for me, but I was watching on YouTube on my TV. So, yeah, I was watching on YouTube. I was bouncing back and forth a little bit, but I was mainly watching it on YouTube.
You should have told me to come to YouTube so I could talk that talk, but you know.
What you think?
So I'm gonna be quite honest. Probably after 3 rounds, I stopped paying attention as far as trying to take score. I was trying. I think, after 3 rounds, I had UGK up 2-1, and then it seemed like they really started hitting, and I just couldn't pay attention no more to like the scope because it was like, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like A-Ball MJG hit you with that one. And you like, man, ain't nothing UGK can do to come back with it from on this one. And he like, then Bun come right back. Like, bam. I got Bobby by the pound. I'm like, oh, he didn't have to do my voice like that. And so, yeah, it was like, I mean, but of course it was a couple on each side that's just like, bro, it ain't nothing you can do. So especially when he brought out Tila and Jazzy Faye, like, bro, ain't nothing you can really do on that show. Look,
like that was the one. Jazzy Faye, he was like, I'm gonna get my moment. I'm gonna get my moment.
I ain't never heard Jazzy trying to like hit riffs and all that before. I'm like, okay, Jazzy, all right,
like he was cutting up. He was cutting up.
So, but yeah, so I mean, it was so nostalgic for me, like, you know. I love both of the groups. So I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just fell into the moment. I didn't try to, you know, like, okay, UGK up. Okay, 8-Ball took, you know, MJG took that one. Like, I just said, you know what, forget this. Let me just enjoy the moment, you know, because this, that era, this, the music I grew up to. And, you know, for me, this, hey, it was the verses. Like, I'm good, you know. I'm good. They did me a service with the 8-Ball and MJG. I was loving it, you know, every moment. I thought Bun B would bring some people out though. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you know, and I was so, and I'm gonna hit you with this one too. I was like, watch Bun B be the one to bring out David Banner and not 8-Ball and MJG. Watch this.
Listen.
He brings out David Banner. It's like, ain't this something? I just knew he was gonna be the one. I was like, why? I was like, but and then I'm like, the funny thing, because I'm like, 8-Ball and MJG the ones bringing out people, so I know they got to bring out Banner at some point. Nope. Be the one that bring out David Banner. Killing me. So, but I did expect. I thought he was gonna bring out some more people from Texas. But I mean, that little Kiki, when he brought out Kiki, I was like, I started doing the South Side. I was like, oh no, he didn't do it. So yeah, I mean it was real nostalgic for me. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I was going crazy. Like I said, them two of my favorite groups of all time and artists of all times, you know, inside of the group. So, you know, for me, yeah, it was that one for me. So.
Well, I was in a house full of haters who could not appreciate any of it at all. So they was like, turn that old ass music off. Don't nobody want to hear that. And I'm in here jamming. Like, I'm in here. TV turned all the way up. I'm going in. They look at me like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, y'all better go somewhere. This is fucking South royalty, okay? So I didn't even get to see the end. So Drena hit me up the next day and was like, they waited to the end to bring DB out. I'm like, who? She said, Dave Banner. Man, I got on my phone so fast to go to YouTube and rewind. I was like, oh my God.
You didn't see it? I thought you for sure seen it.
No. Yeah. Oh my God. Now, you know, I would have been all on social media talking about.
I thought you seen it, man. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, she's seen this. I know. I was like, because I was like, I know Didi like over there wilding out right now. Like, wow, my goodness, I knew it.
I would have been on the floor. Listen.
Yeah, I was
when
like,
I went back to watch that, I was like, oh my God. He brought out David Banner.
He brought out David. Like I said, I was like, yo, I'm like, one of these groups got to bring out David Banner, because I'm like, it just got to happen. Like, it's got to happen. But
I'll tell you, I have never in my life ever been a groupie, but that would be the moment. If I ever got the chance, I wouldn't even know what to say.
You wouldn't know what to say?
I wouldn't know what to say.
You would know what to say.
No, I wouldn't. It's David Banner.
He's
like the pinnacle of just it for me. I don't know.
David Banner is David Banner. David Banner, cool. David Banner.
Lord have mercy.
David Banner is a man. Like
his mindset, his conversations, just everything about him is just like it. So I would probably be on the floor. They're gonna have to carry me out like Michael Jackson fans.
Yeah. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, because even as a man, I feel like sometimes, you know, we try to act hard, like we can't big up another man, but it's like David Banner is a man that is like, I'm like, I see you, brother. Like, you a man, you a stand-up dude. And I feel like we should do that for, you know, each other a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Than what we do. But, you know, I guess
that's a grown ass man right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. But yeah, so that was crazy. I was like, ugh.
Daniel, I know he's a human being like me, but I still he just do something to me. Let me shut up before I get beat up.
Right. Yeah, he's a human, but it's nice when when there are stars that you respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like as a person, you like, yo, like
Yeah.
you somebody I would like for real kick it with, hang out with, talk with,
Yeah.
you know,
That I want to
and not
get
just
advice
because
from,
of
that I want to pick your brain
yeah.
because I feel like he's a genius. It's just, I don't know. I think him, Killer Mike, I just think they're just geniuses. I love them.
Killer Mike was on there the whole night going crazy. You know,
Yeah.
Killer Mike was in the comments.
I'm sure. They was cutting
So-
up, man. But wait, before we even get moved, who in the hell hired horrible ass, lame ass, old ass Greg Street to be the host?
Yo, Greg Street did the same thing Jack Thriller did. I was like, you remember? Because clearly Greg Street was there for 8Ball and MJG. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his cards was on the table. Like, forget you, Bun. I'm here for 8Ball and MJG. Like, and it was just the writing on the wall, and he was just doing too much. Like, bro, like, we don't need you. Like, we don't need your ad libs. We don't need your extra. Just chill, bro.
He was so
yeah.
lame. And then somebody was like, well, why didn't they do it in Texas? And I'm like, I'm assuming they live in Atlanta. I don't know. All of them, maybe. I don't know.
Nah, Bun live in Houston.
Oh, I know he's from there. I just don't know if he lives there.
8Ball and MJG might live in Atlanta now, because 8Ball and MJG used to live in Houston too. I think now they live in Atlanta.
It wouldn't have been fair in Texas.
Yeah, that you know what I'm saying? That'd be like, yeah, if you put it in Memphis, like,
yeah,
but
right, it wouldn't have been fair.
Once again, like, which you kind of get it. I don't think there was the exact appreciation for the music, you know what I'm saying, in the venue where they were performing.
Right. Because they was like, it was weird. I don't know. It was just weird. And
it was definitely weird at first for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody brought on 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz was in there going crazy.
Because he was there.
Yeah. They got songs with 2 Chainz. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I was I was in a whole nother world. That was my jam.
When they played Bend Over, Let Me See It, I almost lost my mind. I was like, my shit. Oh Lord. I said, the kids in here, I got the car. I can't even do nothing. I gotta sit still like.
Oh man. I remember when they used to play that in the club. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Used to go crazy. Like, man.
Boy, I was trying to let him see it. I'll let him see it.
We was nasty. I don't think they because they don't dance like we used to dance, do they?
They don't really dance. They do weird TikTok shit. And like all the guys dance together, all the girls dance together. Right. Sometimes you'll see them twerking on each other a little bit, but they be dancing together as groups. It's weird. Nah, we was in that bitch sweating our clothes out.
Right. Like, we went to the club solely to see women, like to go see the opposite sex. Like, there was no other reason for us to go. Like, yeah, that was it. Like, I don't know what it is like now, because I mean, I don't go to the club.
Yeah,
but
they're weird. I'll be like, get me out of here. If they ain't getting paid, I'm not going.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are they doing in the club? From my understanding, they don't really
stand around, look at each other, and be on their phone.
Yeah,
they weird.
Yeah.
All right. So what you think about the 2 teams in NBA Finals?
I mean, I'm not surprised about the Warriors. I'm not really surprised about Boston. Because Boston's path, I feel like, even though it's been going to game 7s, like, first off, you should have beat the Heat. I don't know what y'all was doing. Y'all got really a pass against Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Because Giannis was out there playing by his doggone self. Middleton didn't play the whole entire series, and it still went to seven games, right?
Right.
So I feel like they really got a pass in that series. And then, I mean, really, if Jimmy Butler wouldn't have went MIA for them 2 games, but I mean, hey, he hurt his knee.
Yeah.
I think that they wouldn't have made it. It's just been the perfect storm. But I look at the team, and I just don't think they're gonna beat Golden State. I feel like they
Can't
just
nobody
too
beat Golden State.
inconsistent. So I'm saying, but I'm gonna say Golden State in 6, not 5. I'm gonna say 6.
Really?
I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6.
It's so hard to beat Golden State.
I'm gonna say 6.
It's just well, and I mean that might be true because the NBA and the networks, they got to make some money, so they got to stretch it out as long as they can to get their money.
Hey man, you know how it is when they go. So when they go back to Boston, them calls get a little tighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to stretch it out as far as they can to get their money, and then so they can get us as close to the NFL preseason as they can.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say 6. I'm gonna say 6. But yeah, I'm looking at Golden State winning again. So
yeah, it's all about the money, Daniel.
Golden State
always. Yeah, it's so hard to defend them. Like they just have too many weapons, and they just don't miss. They just don't miss. It's hard to beat them. It's hard to beat them, and so in Boston definitely don't have enough weapons.
All right.
It's crazy. All right. Well, I guess we will see when I don't even know when their first game is.
Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday, the first one.
All right. So I don't know if you've been paying attention to this whole debacle on social media yesterday and today with DL Hughgley and Monique. It's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing, to say the least. And I'm not just saying on her part, both of their parts, for them to even engage in this type of back and forth on social media, where number one, they could probably just call each other because y'all on the same ticket for a show. Or two, you can just call the promoter because he's the one who probably messed this thing up. So those of y'all who have not been keeping up on this back and forth with DL Hughgley Monique, yes, she is absolutely wrong for how she handled it. Absolutely 100% wrong. She was on stage yesterday after a show, day before yesterday, whenever it was, and during the live show, during her set, called the man a bitch ass nigga because she was supposed to be the headliner, and it was in a contract. He wouldn't come out to do his set because he said no, he's not going on unless he's the headliner. So they made her go out. She said her paperwork say that she's supposed to be the headliner. So they both start sharing their contracts, their memos, their ticket, like all this stuff. They both start sharing what they have to show their side was right. And they both have themselves on their paperwork individually as the headliners. Obviously, the promoter played both of them. So instead of them addressing the promoter or each other behind closed doors off social media, off the stage, they just went on this whole rampage, dragging each other. DL Hughgley was like, "Oh, I see. Precious wasn't just a movie you played; it was your autobiography." That shit was funny. It's just funny. So it was just like, it was so obvious that the promoter played them both of them, and she didn't have to do that on stage.
But that's what she does. So, like you said, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the relationship between the two of them, right? It doesn't seem like there's much of one. If hey, she wanted to be the headliner, cool. He wanted to be the headliner, hey. Now, but you went on stage, right? So, I mean, we've seen this and we've heard about this with artists all the time, right? One saying they feel like they should go on last, the other feel like, anyways. If she had an issue, she shouldn't have went on stage. Like, why would you go on stage and then part of your show basically call him a bitch ass nigga? You know what I'm saying?
I think she was saying that she didn't want to have, she knew the fans had paid for the tickets and he refused to go on. If she refused to go on, the fans wouldn't have gotten to see the show at all, who they came to see. So she just went on and went out there. He said that he wasn't going on. She said the reason why she should have been the hell out of anyway is because he opened, this is what her, she said, why wouldn't I be the headliner when I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy and he opened up for the Kings of Comedy? That was her argument. Like, why would I take the backseat to him?
I mean, see, that's hard.
His argument was people begged me to work with her. I didn't want to work with her because of, they saying how hard she is to work with or whatever. But he was like, you know what? Right. I'll do it. And then this happened.
But I guess
she clearly has paperwork that say she's the headliner. The tickets say she the headliner.
I guess
she was like, she's go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I guess I'm trying to, wrap it in my mind as far as Monique. Hey, man.
That's just
I guess one. Well, I don't. So this is the thing too. I guess I don't know exactly. I seen the clips. I don't know where it was, but I will say this: depending on where they are, like DL is big. So maybe in some parts of the country he might not be as big as Monique, but at the same time, in some parts of the country he's a lot bigger than Monique. Because you got to understand too. He does the radio show. He's been consistent where Monique has hit higher, right? She's had her peaks and valleys, right? Like boom, 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 boom. Where DL has always been pretty consistent in everything that he's done. Over the years. I mean, he's got a TV show. He had a TV show as well. He was on the Kings of Comedy, and last I checked, that tour did more than the Queens of Comedy.
But not because of him.
No, it's because
when you think about the Kings of Comedy, I didn't even remember he was on there. To be honest with you, I didn't even remember he was on there.
It was because of Bernie, Steve, and said. But I mean, but DL was part of it. You can't.
Oh, I'm not taking.
At the end of the day, you can't say he wasn't on it. His picture was there. He did open up though. He was like the opening act. You know what I'm saying? And he was the.
Don't remember. No.
He was the MC. He brought everybody out. So he had a little.
And that's bad that I don't remember he was a host. But I mean, I think she's a bigger draw too. Like I would if you told me that DL Hughgley was coming to town and Monique was coming to town, I'm going to see Monique hands down. No problem. Like without question.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I was really trying to do. I was just trying to think over, like Monique has definitely had higher. I think, and the knock against Monique is that her troubles with other people. It hasn't been what she's done, because we know when she was on top, like she was the chick. You know what I'm saying? And then she started, going back and forth, having her situations with.
She been calling people out on their shit.
Yeah.
They don't like that. That's why Lee Daniels just apologized to her.
Who?
Lee Daniels.
Who's that?
You don't know who Lee Daniels is? The man who makes like all of the black movies.
I don't watch none of his stuff.
Well, I'm just saying he was the one who started the whole big thing with her, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey. That got
I don't support Lee Daniels.
Besides supporting him, I'm just saying he's the one who started the shit with her, Tyler Perry, and Oprah. And he just came out on stage in public and apologized to her. Because he was the reason why she couldn't get no work.
Dang, he seemed like he'd be apologizing to everybody, huh?
But people
apologizing to Dame Dash.
People try to make Monique like the bad person because she's not tap dancing like all them other chicken Georges in the goddamn industry. she be calling them out and not talking to behind closed doors. That's the problem. Like, if
so I don't. So
just,
speaking of that with Monique, I don't mind her doing it. I think that is stand 10 toes down on it though. Like, and what I mean by that is like, no, what I mean by that is not working with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still
who she working with?
No. Like, okay, how she called out Netflix, you know, but you still want to work with Netflix. Like,
when did she say that?
When did she say that? Like the whole rant. What you mean when she say that? Throughout her whole rant when she was like mad at Netflix.
She was calling them out for trying to lowball her, of course. But but
Netflix lowballed a lot of people, not just Monique.
But that's not her fault that they didn't call her out, call them out.
Right. I mean, you know, and I get it because it's like, how in the world Amy Schumer getting 20 million and y'all giving me 500,000? Like,
yeah, we're not doing that. And because she said so, she's the bad person.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Why? But that cancel culture is bullshit. Why would I cancel them? No, I want you to change your views because I don't want to be the last person to do that. I want you to change it across the board and don't do this shit no more. Now, can we renegotiate? It shouldn't be canceling. Or like, people need to be able to have like conversations and get through it instead of just throwing it away.
Yeah, but I see Chris comment. I'm with you, Chris. Like, she didn't have to bring it to light the way she did on stage. I mean, just speaking on that situation, I didn't think she should have done it that way either.
I don't either.
She did it, but and not to say that I don't feel she should feel her feels, right? Like, I'm not saying she wrong for the way she felt. If she got the paperwork saying I'm the headliner, I'm the headliner. But I think that the way she kind of handled it, it definitely went back to like, see, this is why people don't work with her, or this is why people feel the way they feel about her. When I'm looking at it like, no, she should feel the way she feel, because I would feel that same way.
Because imagine being there,
I'm that dude.
Imagine being there at the show in the moment, and somebody come to your room and say, he said he ain't going out. You gotta go. What the fuck you mean? I gotta go. I'm not supposed to go. He's supposed to go. So y'all gonna tell me I gotta go? Because if that was a dude,
so now the issue is because now they're telling Monique you gotta go. Now, if Monique paperwork says that she's the headliner, that means she's the headliner. And that's why it also goes back to the promotion, because clearly they told both of them they was the headliner because
and they both provided paperwork that say that they both the headliner.
Right. And so they basically, I feel like they picked the two of the less evil, so to speak. Like, looking at DL like, I ain't doing nothing. I walk up out this bitch.
Yeah, because they wouldn't, right? Because she the female, so they're gonna make her go do it.
Right. So they basically went like, well, he's not gonna do the show. He's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? So then now she like, all right, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, and that's why I'm looking at like the whole situation. They played her.
The banners that they had made up, it had both of their faces big on the banners, and they said DL Hughgley and Monique, like, and then they had with these acts, like the supporting acts at the bottom. The promoter played them.
Yeah, definitely. So you see what I'm saying? So it's like, when you look at it, it's like, okay, because all she knows is that he didn't want to go on stage, but it's like he justified in his feels too, just the way she's justified in her feels.
Nigga on stage.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but he's justified to feel the way he felt, because it's like, if you come into something like, yo, I'm ending the show, I'm closing the show, and then they tell you, nah, you're not closing the show. Well, Dave Chappelle better be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you Dave Chappelle here? Like who here? Oh, Eddie Murphy. Oh, I'm sitting down for Martin Lawrence. Eddie Murphy, like a big dog, right? Like, I'm Monique? Nah, I'm going on last.
See, because we had a similar situation happen like that with my artist. This other artist was supposed to end the show, close the show. But then during rehearsal, the promoter saw that we had a whole band. He was like, man, I can't let y'all go on and then they come after. Like, that's gonna ruin the whole vibe in here. Y'all gotta close the show. So the guy who was supposed to close the show came in there going off, like upset. I'm like, what you want us to do? The guy changed the lineup. We going last. You gotta go talk to him. That dude was so he was pissed. But then after he saw the performance, he was like, oh yeah, that made sense. Yeah, you look crazy trying to come out there after my artist. Crazy.
Yeah. But so yeah, that's why I say, like, I'm not mad at Monique for feeling the way she felt. It was just kind of the way she did it, because
she handled it.
Yeah, because at the same time, like, DL should have felt the way he felt as well too. Especially
that's where you let your manager handle that. You let your man. Right. You don't go. You do your set. You do your set and keep it moving. You do not do that. You let your manager handle that.
Because I mean, I'm not sure. Was this a one-time show, or was this? I don't know that either. So you know what I'm saying? But typically when they make these type of shows, especially with multiple artists, it's typically like multiple shows going to travel through different cities. But yeah, I would. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would figure that out. But then it's like, yo, we're gonna have to talk about this for the next show. I wouldn't have done that to him, because once again, he could, you know what I'm saying? You could be like, yo, they could possibly be telling him the same things they telling me. So I don't want to jump to conclusions.
And that's what it was.
And that's exactly what it was.
He came out first with the paperwork. And the first thing he came out with was the ticket, like the ticket lineup. And she said, oh, it's real interesting that you chose to put out the ticket and not the contract that you signed. And then when he put out the contract, it wasn't even a contract, it was a memo. She said, it's not a contract, it's not even signed. So then she put out her contract that was signed. It was just a hot ass mess.
But once again, why they going at each other when
the promoter should have been the person they should have been talking
to.
To.
That's who they should be talking to. Not
mad. And to be honest with you, if you look at both of their paperwork, the God's honest truth, regardless of what his paperwork said, Monique was definitely the headliner because she had more time. The headliner always gets more time.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. So it was just like, yeah, I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, be nice to each other, okay? Be nice. Be nice. All right. Well, I'm about to not be nice.
I really don't remember what his set was on the Kings of Comedy either. I ain't gonna even lie, but I'll let you keep
because that was an epic comedy tour, and those things, them three that you named, we remember they sets. We be playing, joking, laughing about they sets. We remember them. DL, I really forgot he was on there. I'm not trying to be funny.
I mean, I know, because it's, when you think about it, like, it was kind of the perfect storm, because it's like you got Cedric the Entertainer, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get out there, he gonna sing, joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna hit you with a lot, right? And it's smooth. And then you had Steve Harvey coming out there, he coming to get the church folk, you know what I'm saying? Steve getting the old and you know what I'm saying? And Bernie finna just shut that bitch all the way down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Bust his head to the white meat.
and that was really that introduction to his show, you know, with the kids and good.
That's how he got it. Yeah.
That was. But Bernie
was not it. Yes, he was. Him and his brother Robin Harris, baby's kids. All right, y'all. So we're gonna get into some juicy stuff. Let me start with this. Let me start with this because it's kind of a trending topic. It's kind of been going wild over the internets and the interwebs. And it's starting to piss me off. This fuck nigga free song is getting under my skin. I'm over it. Black people fall for the banana in the tailpipe every time, and I don't understand why. So first, I couldn't believe that like this ignorant ratchet, ghetto, disrespectful music, song, whatever you want to call it, even got the attention that it got. But why should I be surprised? Because black people always fall for the most ignorant things they can possibly fall for. And I just want to know, like, is this really black culture? Are we the only culture that speaks about our men like this? Because
Yes.
I am tired. I'm tired.
Yes. Yes. As a consistent front, yes. Yes. Next.
You would
Yes.
never find another culture publicly as a group, a collective, downplaying, degrading, demeaning, trashing their men like black women and think it's funny. It's unacceptable. And these white people that own these record labels is making a killing every time. Every time. Derek, don't even worry about it. You ain't missing nothing. It's ignorant and it's disgusting. And these
The only thing worse than the song is the video.
The video, and then the people that's listening to the song and putting it on TikTok with their kids in the car, little girls in the car singing the song, yelling out the window, "Fuck nigga free." Are you kidding me? And then y'all got the audacity to get on somebody's internet talking about you can't find no man. Really?
Hey man, it's sad. It's sad. It's so disappointing, when you see that, and just the banner that we have or how we view each other. It's just disgusting sometimes. Like there's no respect for men or women. I mean, especially not in the majority. Like it's just sad, man. Like, I mean, you can go across the spectrum. I mean, that's not typically what you're going to hear from other music. You hear songs of heartbreak and stuff like that, but just like all these artists basically dissing the men, dissing the women, like
just degrading.
That's what our music is. Like that's our mainstream music. It's so funny though, because up here, it's starting to change. They starting to play a lot of R&B up here. I don't know about where you at, but especially in the morning time, I don't really. I mean, of course, I don't really listen to the radio in the afternoon, but in the morning, I tell you, like most of the stations play a lot more R&B now than they play rap here. So you don't have to go to the Steve Harveys and them to hear R&B. Like, no, our main hip hop radio station plays a lot of R&B. The Money Longs and playing these new artists, a lot of them. So Lucky Day, Money Long, Lucky Day. Like you said, these are some good her. We got some solid new R&B artists out here. Making some great music.
I wish I would have downloaded that clip with Tank when he was on Drink Champs and he was talking about R&B music and how the machine works and how it's like if it's about love or uplifting black people, it gets very limited airplay. But if it's about tearing them down or fuck this and nigga that, bitch that, they gonna play it over and over and over. Like,
it's funny that you mentioned that clip. And it's funny that Tank was talking about this. So when Sam, and I'm going to fill you guys in. So if you guys don't know what she's talking about. So basically what he was talking about was Sam Smith's song, Stay With Me, was a freaking smash, right? Went crazy all over. I don't care. Pop, R&B, like it was all radio stations when that song came out. Now, when I first heard that song, I thought it was Tank. I was like, okay, Tank, you finally got you one. You know what I mean? That they're playing because I mean, Tank got some good music, so I don't even want to, play
Yes, he
Tank
do.
like that. But I'm like, oh, like the machine. I was like, yo, the machine is behind Tank on this one. I swore up and down to people. I was like, that's Tank. It's like, no, this guy named Sam. I had to look it up. It's like, oh, this guy named Sam Smith. I'm like, well, he done stole Tank voice because that's Tank voice. And it was funny because I said it, and then I remember Wale came out. He was like, yo, I thought that was Tank. He said the same thing. He was like, I thought it was Tank. And I know I ain't tripping. Like, I thought Sam Smith was Tank. And I was like, the machine has finally got behind Tank with his songs. Because I was like, I thought that was Tank. But nope, come to find out it's Sam Smith. But you can't tell me that's not something that you've heard from a Tank.
Right.
And once again, but that's the machine don't get behind like that. But yes, I thought that was funny that he used Sam Smith, but when he does songs like that, they don't take off.
Too positive. You're gonna uplift us and make us feel like we can do something. We might come together. We might get back together. That we the biggest threat when we together. Can't have that. So as long as they twerking on them headlights,
it's kind of disgusting too. I sometimes I'll be like, am I just getting older or what? Because sometimes I hear a song and I'll be like, that's trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And what's the bad part about it is that the black people who approve of the music, they think it's a joke. They think, oh, it's just music. No, this is intentional. It's intentional, and you're watching the degradation of the race. Oh, like it just keeps going, and it's through the music, and you can just watch it, and you're like, these motherfuckers really are stupid. They're really dumb.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you be like, and then that's why I be like, I have to, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I have to go back and listen to music to be like, am I tripping? Like, let me go back and listen to what I like to see if I'm tripping, because maybe I'm tripping. I'll be like, no, it ain't like this. Like, because one thing we can say, like, even if so there's a variety, right? Yes, did we have some music like this? Of course. But now it's a copycat league, right? So if one person make a song this way, everybody's gonna make a song this way. So it's not just one song, like this, that's happened to be trendy. Like, no, that song hit. Oh, everybody got to make a song like that. Yep. Everybody want that same type of beat. So they going and get with the beat. The guy that made that beat, and they gonna copycat that song. That's just what.
That's why they don't have to know how to sing, because they got auto-tune.
Right. So it's just like, yo, like, what is this? And I think too, like, there was more. So in our music, even if it was a little raunchy, like, it was storytelling. So
yeah,
it wasn't just FREE. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a story behind why someone felt that way.
Right. Like, if you think about like DMX, he took you down a whole story. Like, you could visualize what was happening. He getting on the L, he doing it, like he met the girl, and like it was a whole story, a whole movie in your head.
Yes.
These motherfuckers ain't doing nothing. You just need a beat and a repeat, a hook that repeats. You need a hook that repeat. That's it. Or a TikTok dance, and you good.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's just a hot mess at this point. It's a hot mess. But just like anything, it's gonna come to an end. Like you said, they're playing more R&B because I think people are just tired. And this music is causing people to commit suicide. Like, if you like certain things you keep listening to, it's going to drive you crazy. You need something to calm your spirit. You cannot continuously listen to crazy stuff all day and not think you're going to go crazy. So hopefully the tide is turning and we can get back to some real music. And I don't know. people can be hungry again to make some music. So, okay. Now that we talked about fuck nigga free, I don't know how these hoes gonna get married. I don't understand. Because black women say they can have whatever they want. They say they can have whatever they want, don't they? So if they say they can have whatever they want, and they always say they want a ring, why don't they have one in large numbers, overwhelmingly large numbers in percentages? Black women do not have a ring. They are not married. What's up with that, Adrian?
Well, I mean, of course, we know there's a lot of different ways you can tackle this, but I'm gonna take this route because I'm gonna just, I'm gonna go after the women a little bit, just a little bit. I feel like, for women, it's been live your life, live your life, live your life, right? That's been kind of the story that's, now that's been passed down probably since the 80s, right? Live your life, live your life, live your life. And I think women are living their lives. But then as now they're getting into their 30s, they're like, man, I want to live my life with somebody. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? It's like where you've had multiple opportunities to settle down with a great guy. It's you ain't on it. And then it's like the roles have shifted because that was typically how a man was. Like, I ain't on that. And then a man, like, boom, I'm on it. Like, what's up? I'm ready to get married. Now you have women that's living like that. But the difference is that women can't pick and choose when it's time, to get married like a man can. So that's part of the issue. I think that, women are living more in their 20s now and living their best lives. And then it's not until their 30s where they're like, okay, I want the family, I want the picket fence, I want all of these great things. But typically, it gets harder. I mean, let's just look at it statistically for women. If you're still single in your 30s, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Not that it's not impossible, but it gets harder because just statistically for a woman, your 20s is when men, like, you have the bulk of the litter of men that's going to be looking at you. One, when you're in your 20s, a 30-year-old man doesn't look that bad, right? You know what I'm saying? You're in your 20s, so you're 26, 27, a 34, 35-year-old man don't look that bad to you. Now, you're 31, 32, 42, 43-year-old man. You looking like pops? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but that was still the same age where, you know what I'm saying, you would have talked to, a 32, 33, 34-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, when you was in your mid 20s, right? And so it's tough, man. Like, I don't think no one is guiding women of saying, I'm not saying don't live your life, boo, but understand, like, if you want to settle down, like, you need to pay attention to these time frames in your life. When are you going to have the biggest pool? It's in your 20s, because we know, like, going to college, that's when you're going to have your biggest pool of men. Dude, think about it. When you was in the military, that was a whole lot of men. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like,
don't use me as the example. I'm an anomaly, so don't use me.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is just when you think back at it, like, as far as men that you see on a day-to-day basis, when you was in your 20s, that's probably when you saw a lot of men. Now, whether you wanted to settle down or not, but I'm pretty sure you saw a lot.
See, that's why I don't want to use me as an example, Adrian, because I don't agree. But I agree. I agree that the 20s is when you have more options. I do agree with that.
No, hold up. First off, I feel like I
don't agree that I have more options.
Like your 20s.
I think I still
feel
have
like you had.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You definitely got a lot of options.
I do,
but that's because you how you
Shut up, Chris.
I ain't gonna say how you move, but you know what I'm saying. Like, first off, your presence.
I'm different.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, your presence. And so you don't have to look. They're coming.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want you to use me as an example at all.
Right. But no, but I'm just saying, like, looking back at it, like, as far as like what you saw,
Let me think.
as far as like being
Okay,
around,
so in my
like
20s,
face to face. I ain't talking about because I mean, it is a different time. We got social media, people gonna be blowing you up, that type of stuff. But I'm just saying, like, face to face, because you know what I'm saying. We come from that generation where we really prefer that face to face communication.
Yeah, because back then you just had more interactions with people,
right?
Because
That's what
you
I'm
had
saying.
to go out and interact with them. You didn't have any other option. There was no other way to meet people.
Y'all funny. Dee playing. She know what I mean, though. Like, you know what I mean. Dee over here trying to play crazy. She know what I mean.
God. But yeah, we back then, like, you had to go to the club. You had to go outside. You could not sit in your house and just scroll. There was nothing to scroll on. You ain't have no choice but to actually talk to people,
face
and interact with them. Yeah, you couldn't hide behind the screen.
You knew what it was. Like, you knew, okay, he fit the bill, okay, he is actually handsome, True.
His breath don't stink.
Right, all that. But now, like, you know what I'm saying? When people meet you on people meet people online, it's like, okay, they look good in their pictures. I hope they really look this way. I hope their breath don't stink. Like, I hope this, I hope that, I hope that. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you finally meet face to face, and it's like, oh, thank God, or man, done played myself, done wasted my time,
He said they be swiping for love. Right. They can cap all day online. You don't know what you're getting. When you meet up, you're like, oh, this is not what I signed up for. This ain't it. And then people like this. I've never done a dating app or nothing like that, but even just social media in general, like, people don't really have their own personality. They literally be like copying and pasting posts from other people's stuff. Like, so you don't know who they really are. So when you meet up with them, you're like, oh, this motherfucker can't even formulate a sentence. Oh my. That filter ain't never moved before. Oh my. You see, I sent you the thing today with the girl talking about people said she only cute with makeup on, but haha, jokes on you, it's a filter. Man, that did not go over well.
But no. So this the funny thing. Like, I know people that use filters, right? And because I'm like, when I see you, your face ain't clear like this. Like, your skin ain't glowing. You know what I'm saying? You like, and then because you see them in their pictures, like, their face is glowing and their skin is all nice and fresh, but then you see them in person and it's like, nah. And it's like, filters didn't change the game for some people.
Listen,
because people ain't themselves no more.
You can't tell them hoes nothing. That's why I go live and I'm in the camera and I'm like, no, it's me. I'm here.
Hey, man, I feel bad for some people because y'all gonna be swearing somebody bad, and then y'all gonna meet them and be like,
she said filters changed my life.
Be high, change
Christians
your life.
Can be glowing. Yeah, just can be glowing. Shut up, kid. Wait. You're crazy.
Yeah, funny.
Look, I'm just saying, these folks be out here, woo, child, they be trying it. I'm like, oh, no. Somebody told me, they met me in person. They was like, you look like you got a filter on in person. Like, no, it's just water.
Hey, man, you gotta drink a lot of water.
Drink a lot of water. That's it. Good genes.
Keep you looking young.
I'm sorry. Look, these folks like, you wear makeup? Nope. Just a little mascara. They need that giveaway. Look, I ain't gonna steal their thunder. Let them folks put them
But I
filters on and
mean,
shine.
but you get them face to face, and now they don't look like they've been selling you. Now, what you gonna say? You been catfish? But it ain't about looks though. That's what they gonna say. Shouldn't
But
be all about looks.
what about the women that wear like a lot of makeup with the lashes and the wigs and
Yo,
they say they a 10?
I ain't never been into none of that. So I'm
But how
not
they like,
I'm not the person for that conversation.
so I'm
I
just
ain't
saying they
never
say
been
they a
into all
10,
that.
but then they used to get mad at Kevin Samuel because his rating scale was he let them rate themselves. He say,
That's not
what do you rate yourself? Fresh face, out of the shower, no weave. That was that was always the criteria. And some of them still be like, I'm a 10. He says, so you are the same as Rihanna. So anywhere you go, if you go walk in a place, everybody gonna turn their head and they're gonna be like, oh my God, she dropped dead gorgeous.
no.
I said, Kevin, they desert queens, cut it out. Come on, Daniel. If you need lashes in the wig, you're not a 10. You're not a 10. Push their ass in the pool.
Amen. Amen. Some people, hey, like I said, I never really been into all that. I rather you have less hair than me than what I'm serious. Like I like natural. Period. I've always been that way.
Yeah. I mean, I just think wear what you're gonna wear, do what you're gonna do, but expect what you're gonna get. That's all I'm saying. I think most men like natural women, period. I mean, I don't know. I just think I don't know. I am saying all, most men just like natural women, whether it's no matter what color they are, race they are, they just like
Yo,
natural women.
I don't want to hug you and have to clean off my sweater, my shirt, because of all the makeup that you have, and you put your
Yeah.
head right on my shoulder. And now
Yeah.
my nice little shirt has been done. So speaking of that, women wear wigs. What are some of the things that
Oh God.
women feel men do to quote unquote boost themselves up? Let's speak on
Okay.
that real quick. Yeah.
Beijing. They wear the
Okay.
Beijing. Don't come over
They
here
wear
with
the base.
that colored in hairline. If the
Okay.
shit gone, just shave it off. Just cut it off.
Okay. That's
Stop
something
it.
men do. True, true,
Stop
true.
trying to save that shit. If you
Let it
don't have
go.
a beard, stop trying to draw on one. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Oh, wait a minute. My high school girlfriend wore so much foundation.
Yo.
Everybody ain't blessed like that, y'all. I mean, IQ, beauty standards, all super relative again. Let them live. No, and I agree with that, Keyway. But what I'm saying is, if you have to wear those things, you have to expect to attract what those things attract. That's all I'm saying. Like you can't expect what you
Oh
can't.
no.
I don't
Chris,
know.
you be using it? I'm disappointed.
Chris,
Chris, I thought you
Chris.
was 100% real out here in these streets. Oh
Let
man. So
me
okay, so
see
you
what else
said
for
base.
men.
What else?
Yeah,
Boom.
Beijing. You like if your hairline is gone, just let it go, cut it off. I know it's probably a hard thing to accept. I can't
Mm,
imagine
mm.
losing hair and like having to just let it go. And then I can't imagine. Um I'm trying to
He
think what
don't
else.
you don't said it. You said it,
For
so we just
men.
trying to make sure.
What else for
Um,
men? Because that ain't too many things that y'all, some of the men do be having the fake hair though, like the fake lace fronts and stuff. They get the fake stuff put on.
yeah, I know a few cats that got the
Um,
fake
no, they
braids.
can't rock the bald head, Kidway, but I mean, if it's go, I'd rather you rock the bald head than the George Jefferson or the McDonald's arches. Sorry. Because you bet not. I mean, you bet not go get no lace front. No. We're going to embrace whatever nature comes, whatever comes with the natural. We just going to embrace that because we're not doing none of that other stuff. What? Don't let dudes get their cut sprayed on. I can't think of nothing because men, y'all can't really hide nothing. Good night, little Adrian. He is so cute. He said not to go. Yeah, y'all can't really hide nothing. Y'all stuff just there. We gotta take it or leave it. Y'all don't get to like cover up stuff or draw, like other than drawing on your hairline or a beard. Y'all don't really get to fake nothing.
Okay, so let's talk about some accessories men wear. All right.
Okay.
What about shoes? Does that
got to be on point? If a man's shoes is messed up, he don't give a shit. That's because a man can have on a horrible outfit, but his shoes gonna be fly and they're gonna be clean. Not the peanut head.
Hey man,
not the peanut head.
Yo, we know guys that I don't care what occasion it is, they got on a hat. I don't care what the occasion is.
What they say they be hat fishing?
They be hat fishing. Ooh, you start receding at 12.
See, you can't help genetics.
That's a hard life, buddy. At 12? Is your dad like, well, is your granddad on your mom's side? Because they say you get it from your mom.
I'm sorry. Wait, shut up. He said you gotta drink water and stay free. Yo, you petty.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I never heard of somebody at 12. Now I knew some guys at 21, 22. Their hairline started creeping back on them. But 12?
That's tough.
How did that mentally, play a part mentally, with you? I wonder.
That's tough.
Rough. Yeah. Oh man.
All right, what other accessories? What we got?
Cologne.
Oh my God. Now you know I just sent you that damn Facebook. It said make sure you wear cologne that match your face. Don't have me turning around for no foolishness. Listen, look, everybody should smell good, but cologne is just like the staple that just do it. Like that, just do it. Even if you ugly, go and wear the good cologne. Somebody might think you cute, but a man should always smell good. I can't stand it when my man go outside. You ain't gotta smell that damn good.
You one of them? You be tripping?
Everybody ain't gotta sniff it all on you and shit. He be all extra with it though. He be extra with it.
You gotta smell good. Okay,
you don't gotta smell that good.
Let me tell you how bad I am sometimes, and I have to catch myself and try not to do it. I would take a shower and go to sleep in cologne. I wonder, I can't be the only person.
He do the same thing.
All right. Because
it don't gotta be that much cologne though.
Narcissistic, to do stuff like that.
I think he do it on purpose though, so that when he get in the bed, it's all over the sheets and stuff. So when he leave, it's always in the sheets. My dad stayed having all his hair up to when he passed away 6 years ago. Well, the first time I got a straight razor head shave, and the ladies loved it. I was hooked. Yeah, it's usually the mom side of the family.
Right. That's why I switched it. I said dad, but then I said, okay, mom side of the family is where you get it.
Kim, wait, shut up.
Let that man live. Let that man.
He is not mad that I'm in yoga pants because I don't wear them. Thank you.
Hey man,
you seen my Instagram page. If he mad at some yoga pants, we in trouble.
Yeah. Hey fellas, get you a nice scent that actually fits your skin as well too. Every scent that quote unquote smells good when you spray it don't necessarily smell good on you, because everybody's body ain't fit for every nice smelling scent. So
put it on
sure
you.
You put it on your skin and make sure that it actually coincides with your body natural odor before you actually purchase some expensive cologne. Because sometimes, well, if you're like me anyways, my colognes are pretty expensive. So, but what I do is I buy the testers first to use them before I drop the bag on my cologne. Just a little health tip there. I got that from I ain't get that from nobody, but it would have sounded good if I could have thought of somebody to say I got that from. It's from me. It's from Adrian. I love cologne. What am I wearing today?
Yo, Kibway. He said it start with. Some people miss that part. He said both parents got that good hair. I just mad for a little bit. See, that's what's wrong with y'all talking about good hair, because that nappy hair lasts. It don't fall out. It stands the test of time. Okay. It don't go nowhere.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, we must be talking about two different things, so I'm gonna let you have that. But I would.
He talking about people that stank and put on cologne. Don't wash their ass.
I know.
And
but
it
I didn't want to take it there. Yeah, you got to take that.
That's the lesson you need to take. You need to teach that lesson.
You got to take that bath. Lotion is great too. You definitely need some lotion. And if you wear a great cologne, you want scent-free lotion, so it doesn't mesh in with your cologne. I have on Tom Ford today, if anybody cares to know.
Come on, Kidway, teach the children. Teach the children. Teach the children.
That too.
Mm-hmm. Ladies, same for you. You can't eat lemon pepper wings and drink Hennessy every day. You're going to taste like house keys, okay? Drink some water, eat some pineapples, eat some real
food. You're going to smell like them too.
Yes, you are. Ill. All right, y'all, we're going to go to our next topic. So I got this off of one of my favorite podcasts is on Eight at the Table. And they were talking about exes and how your track record with exes are and how you present yourself now wanting to be a wife or a husband. So if you have 3+ trash exes, is it safe to say that you are trash? Are you what you attract? Should you be expecting to be wifed up, husband up by somebody who exceeds the caliber of trash?
if you okay, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If you have more than 3, like we talking serious relationships, so we ain't talking about a little date and kicking it, but meaning like
my internet.
Serious relationships that you were looking at, like the possibility of a future, wanting to get married, you went into the relationship like that, and you have more than 3 of those, you're trash. Trash.
Yeah. Because I just can't imagine that, because I think that sometimes you do attract like if you're a light, if you're a healing person, you'll attract hurt people and they'll try to come to you for healing. But if you're a healer, you understand that and you'll I can't. You too much. You're gonna damage me if I keep trying to heal people. But like if you continually attract trash people that just ain't shit, your picker is absolutely off.
Yes, Dan.
Absolutely off.
you need to stop. You need to stop.
Like something ain't right.
You need to do a self-reflection, because at some point it's not everybody else.
Right.
You have to at some point start taking responsibility of why the people that you've been with treating you like trash. Like,
because the guy on the panel was saying I'm not dating a female who is telling me that every one of her exes was trash, and now she wants me to come in and be the savior, and
Not
I'm
doing
supposed to like scoop her up and be the knight in shining armor.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably not.
I was never that way either. Like dating women, talking to women, and they're like, every guy I was with did me wrong. Every guy treated me like trash. I'm out. Red flag. Red flag, because I'm not finna be what you just said. I'm not finna be your savior. You know what I'm saying? And two, there's no way that it's gonna work, because also too, the expectations are probably gonna be swayed. They're gonna be off. You know what I'm saying? And no, you're gonna be hurt. And so no matter how great I am, you're waiting for the ball to drop. You're gonna be waiting for the ball to drop. Why? Because you just told me every guy that you've messed with did you wrong. All of them. Every single one. So in your mind, what's making me different? So you're probably going to self-sabotage the situation anyways.
Yeah. Now that's facts. That's facts. That and that's tough because you're sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I'm not even doing nothing. Like, oh
Right.
no, you not about to project all of that onto me. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing.
I've been there. I've been in that situation before.
Whew, child, me too.
And it was horrible. Because it's like, everybody play games, this, and like, there's only so many times you can say that ain't me. There's only so many times that you can do that. And then let me tell you, on the flip side of that, you can turn into that.
Oh.
Because they're projecting that energy on you so much that might not even be you, but you can become that, because that's the life she's speaking into you. And I don't think people understand that part as well, like the power in the words. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, saying somebody ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit. And they could be great, but eventually they gonna become ain't shit to you.
Yeah. Because Kidway, he made a good statement earlier. He said trauma. It could be some trauma. And yeah, I do believe that some people come into things and they are just traumatized so badly that they just project so much on other people. But at a certain point, because I was traumatized. Adrian, you knew me back then. Like, I was off the chain. So, but I don't think I've ever dated trash people. They were amazing guys. I was the traumatized one. So I didn't even have those type of people coming towards me. I wasn't attracting traumatized people. I was attracting guys that really wanted to be with me. And I was like, hell to the no, because I was just traumatized. So that let me know that, like, the trauma that you do go through, you got to fix that. You got to fix it, and you got to figure out what's in me that's causing me to reject these great people. Because I didn't experience a lot of ain't shit niggas. I just didn't. Like, I've experienced a lot of amazing men. So that's why I can't get with people that's always degrading men. It pisses me off because there's just too many great ones out there. So when do you decide, like, damn, maybe I am trash. Maybe I do need to fix something. Maybe I am being pretty disgusting out here in this world, and I got to fix it. So yeah, but a lot of women just ain't gonna do that anyway. They just ain't gonna do it.
Well, let's talk about it. What's that next step? Your homegirls are not telling you, like, yo, you need to get your shit together. Like, I don't understand why women don't hold their friends accountable. Okay, because what we can say about men, right? Most men, where they don't hold their friends accountable at is the cheating. So I give women that, right? But more than likely, especially this generation, if you not taking care of your kids, nigga, you got to circle. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're not gonna be hanging around us and not taking care of your family, not taking care of your kids. Now,
right.
But I don't feel like when it comes to any of that, like, women they rationalize in their head, no matter what the situation is, is your fault. Or girl, you can do better. You can have a man, and I've seen it where a woman has a man, right, taking care of the family, working hard, doing all these things that he need to do to provide, be there for his woman. Maybe he can't, maybe he doesn't know how to express himself to the way that you may want him to, meaning like he ain't got that wordplay. So he's not the type that's going to, woo you off your feet with his game. Some guys don't have it, but he's great in other ways. So guess what happened? That 20% come around. You getting your 80, that 20% dude that ain't got nothing going on with his life, but he can woo you out your drawers. And now you leave this stability for this woo, and now you by yourself because woo don't want you. I've seen that multiple times. And it's just like, but when they're going through that situation, girl, you deserve better. Like, you ain't got to deal with that. You ain't got to put up with it. You know what I'm saying? And now you out here single with her.
Mm-hmm. Because for some reason, women really believe that if he sleeps with me, he really like me. Because women are constantly trying to make men think like women. Like, no. They don't think like you. They don't care. They don't that's not how that works.
I see is accountability to what though? The blind can't lead the blind. I'm not talking about like leading the blind. I'm talking about we know right from wrong.
Holding women accountable.
Right. We all know right from wrong. Didi, and you got a homegirl with a dude messing up. Like, we know our homies. You know what I'm saying? Just like your homeboy.
Yeah, but women know that. But women aren't say like, do that with other women. No, women are not. Women are absolutely not going to do that with each other. No, not on a large scale. Not a lot. Now I do it with my friend. I was out to dinner one night with my homegirl, my homeboy, and he was like, "Damn, you were just talking to her like that?" Yeah, because she sound crazy as hell. And I'm like, "Bitch, shut up! Ain't nobody gonna date like that. You sound crazy." No, I'm not gonna sit here and let her sound like this and then go and say this shit to somebody else. And you talking about you want to be with some how? They're gonna laugh at you. But most women just ain't gonna do that. They're not going to call their friends out on their shit. They're not gonna do it.
No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I mean. Like, we know right from wrong. Sorry. Because if we didn't, we'd be out here committing crimes, murders, and like, we know right from wrong. You know your friends, especially we talking about somebody you've been cool with for a long time. We know our friends when they, and we know to the point when they come to us about some situation in their relationship, it's like, what you do? What? Like, I'm hearing what you telling me. What you do?
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you say? Well, exactly.
Yep.
You omitting that part of the story. Like, because I know he ain't go from I know you and I know your man at this point, unless he just done totally flipped the script and changed. Like, you did something or said something to get him to that point. So what did you do? Yeah, you need to chill. But I don't feel like women do that. And I got some homegirls that have homegirls and they just co-sign with them. And it's like, I'm not finna tell them that. Why not? They're not gonna get better or improve.
They don't care.
Well, that's on them. I got a man.
See, my homegirls, they only reach out to me when they want the God's honest truth because they know I'm going to give it to them unfiltered. That's the only time they don't call me because they know they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. Hey. That nigga ain't shit. Fuck him, and you fucking up too. But no, they the day that women as a whole start taking responsibility and accountability for being wrong, oh my God. Yeah, right.
But I think sometimes women don't understand why men have a hard time taking a back seat to women is because that missing piece of logic, meaning like, okay, if I take a back seat, and of course this isn't all women, but a lot of times, like, okay, if I take a back seat and something goes wrong, I have to live with you blaming me for the situation going wrong. And so it's like, well, why am I take a back seat? Because no matter what happens, if something goes wrong, I'm going to get the blame for it. Well, we're going to do it my way because I can take the blame for something going wrong with the way that I did it. So that's part of that thing too. But if I feel like if there's some shared emotional support on both sides of, okay, you know what, let's ride with what you said. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? And now it don't work. And we come to the drawing board and we're talking about it. And it's like, dang, yeah. You know, that I know but thanks, Boo, for trying. You know what I said. Okay, I know it didn't work out, but you know, okay, I get it. That's not typically how that conversation is gonna go. You the fucking man, be the man. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's typically how that conversation, right? It's like, well, I'm trying to be there for you, support you and your ideas, right?
It's, yeah, that communication is something serious.
Just saying.
I know. Yeah, ladies, gentlemen, if you're dating trash over and over and over and over, it's probably time to take some inventory on self, because you might be trash. And you can fix it, but you have to acknowledge it first and make some adjustments. That's all I'm saying. Gotta make some adjustments. So this was a topic that we had last week that we didn't get to. So I believe this was on Aid in the Table too. Can a woman be in her feminine energy when she is paying all the bills?
I don't think so. That's just my thought. I don't, because and I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think so. It's because there is a chip that's gonna be on your shoulder that it's gonna stay there. And not like in a bad way, but just in a way of, I'm used to handling my business. I have to handle my business. I have to stay focused on handling my business because I'm handling my business. I don't know if naturally that's the place where women ultimately, you know, want to be in the end, if that makes sense. I think that, because everyone's been in a situation where they've had someone hold them down, right? You've been held down, you know, men been held down, where we've seen that so many times because women tend to mature faster than men. So whether it's emotionally, all of that, right? They're holding their man down, and then eventually, especially if you've got a good man, he's gonna rise to the top. Cream rises to the top. But I say that to say, I feel like women move in that position to plant the seeds that they want to grow for their man to eventually take that position.
Well, first of all, Chris said absolutely not. I would say this, and I stand 10 toes down on this at all times. There is not one situation, circumstance, or worldly event that could ever happen that should ever take a female out of her feminine energy. Period. That is not a costume. You either have it or you don't. Now, paying all the bills, like I think what Kibwe said, it depends on what the circumstances are that led to her paying all the bills.
Yeah.
I don't. I just that definitely makes a difference.
Yeah.
And I think if you, for the most part, most men, real men, will not allow the situation to stay that way. But I will always stand 10 toes down when it comes to women being feminine. You are either feminine, submissive in that way. You're just that way in a relationship, or you're not.
Okay. I can see that.
Just,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
I just don't know. I don't know how to, like, when my man comes here and he's ready to eat. I can't even imagine saying, "Well, go make you something to eat." No, like, don't even go in there. I got it. Go have a seat. I got you what you want. Like, I can't imagine, like, you ready to, you need to take a shower. Okay, do you need me to turn the water on? Like, whatever you need from me as your woman, I don't know how to take that off. So I don't know. And I've been in situations where I paid all the bills. I've been in situations where I didn't have to pay any bills. So that's just my take on it. And that's just
I
me.
think
I don't know how
as
to
you
do
can see, I wasn't ready for this question. I didn't even notice this. And so I had to like run through some scenarios in my head. But yeah, I still, yeah, I kind of think I would definitely need to think on that one a little bit more.
Because think of it this way.
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, the man is not paying any bills. I do not expect him to be less masculine.
Okay.
He's still the man. He's still the leader. He's still the head of the household. I wouldn't take that from him. I wouldn't make him feel less than, because at this moment he can't pay all the bills.
But one thing that you said that definitely sticks out is you're either choosing to be or you're not. And so, of course, those type of situations are running through my head where women are, because you know they are paying the bills, they are taking care of the house, and they're definitely not submissive in the least bit. But also they're with someone where that's not even an expectation from their man. They're the men, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, because they chose a beta male.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We know one anyway. Yeah.
How'd that work out for you, fella?
You're so stupid. Yeah, but it all depends on the dynamic of the relationship. So,
See, here you go, B. B, what you on? Like, I want whatever you got over there. Like, I want some of it. I want some of it.
Yo, that is hilarious. Oh my God. Oh shit. Oh my God. There you go, boy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta pick the right partner who can hold it down in any circumstance. And look, she's talking about she on cookies, and they know how to still maintain their role and their energy no matter what. Those circumstances shouldn't change who you are. B, you need to pass some of them cookies, because listen,
hey, man.
listen.
I hope they
She brought that
Oreos.
thing back full circle. All right, we're gonna go to our last topic. So this topic came up on my news feed, and somebody got super deep with this one. So I was like, let me just pull this in. I don't know if we ever talked about this or not. So, do y'all think spanking your kid is abuse? How do you feel about spanking your children?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
I do. Well, hold on. Whoa. What are we talking about? Because I don't know spankings. I know whoopings. So when I think of a spanking, I think of being popped. You know what I'm saying? Like a pop, or
Pop, pop,
you know,
pop.
right. That's what I think about a spanking. You know what I'm saying? So I would say. So, which one are we talking about? Are we talking spankings or are we talking whoopings?
We can talk about both.
Okay. I don't think spankings are. I think a little spanking, a little pop, to change behavior, do little things, to get their attention. I don't think it's a problem because also too, I don't feel like spankings are with the intent of breaking skin. And bruising. To me, spankings are more of an intention getter to correct behavior. So now, do I think whoopings are child abuse? As a person that got many as a child, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, I can't see as of now, and you never know, it could change, right? But I put a lot of parameters in place. Like before I actually whoop my son, because I haven't, but before I do, understand that I would have exhausted all possibilities of forms of discipline before I decided to move into that form of discipline. That means I have no other thing, nothing, taking his tablet, taking this, like nothing's working, which all of that stuff tends to work. And I look at, just from a pop or me raising my voice, how hurt he is to, I could not see myself holding my child by the arm and just beating him. Like, and hearing them wail and cry and scream. I just personally couldn't do it. That's me. And like I said, I done got more whoopings than I used to get whooping like every Sunday, like 2 times during the week. Like whoopings was whoopings. I got a lot of them. Switches, belts, you know what I'm saying? You name it. I done went to school with whelps all over my legs, on my butt, on my back, on my neck, like everywhere. So to me, it shouldn't take all that. Like looking at it hindsight, you know what I'm saying? And not only that, like I don't think we think about what it does emotionally to a child. It makes you become abusive. It makes you want to fight, like because you getting your ass whooped, you want to whoop somebody's ass. And I don't think people really understand it. That's one of the main reasons why we as people are so aggressive. Think about it, because we got all that right. We got all that aggression on us. So now we got to go put that aggression back into the world. So, now as I'm older, being honest with you, if I would have had my children in my 20s, I would have been whooping their ass. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But as I'm older now, I understand and I can see the difference, of how to correct someone's behavior and understanding like, you know what? It don't take all that. Like, I don't have to whoop him to get his attention. Now, mind you, sometimes I'll be like, whoo, boy, you about 5 minutes off of one right now, boy. You about 5 minutes off of one. But that's it for me personally. Before I ever did that, I would have to take a step back, leave, the situation, or have him leave me and really reflect and think about it. Because yeah.
I'm with you. I agree. I don't. I had a child at 18, so I had zero patience, but I still never hit her. I just didn't. I mean, my daughter probably got maybe 5 whoopings in her entire life because I just didn't think it was necessary. I just didn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like being hit as a kid, so I didn't feel like she should be hit as a kid. My son, I be wanting to throw his ass out the window, but I don't do it. I think it more so comes with patience and learning how to control yourself because you're angry. So how do you control that without projecting that onto your child? And how do you fix the behavior without physically having to do it. Because, like you said, there's so many other ways you can do it
Mhm.
that they really would probably rather you hit them than take their
Mhm.
phone, take their game. Like, he just hit me and get it over with so I can go back to playing my game. Like, they would rather that. But like I think it's definitely stems from the slavery mentality. I can't stand it. I hated being hit as a child because I was one of those kids that did not need to be hit, but it didn't matter. Wasn't no talking. It was just swinging. Like there was no conversations at all. It was all just, I'm going to hit you and that's it. So I just think, I don't know, especially like really little people. I can't even, oh my God. It drives me crazy to see really small kids like under 4 being hit. Like, why are you hitting this little person?
Yo,
They're
I was
little.
getting whoopings. I was under 4 getting whoopings. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So, but also as an adult, reflecting back, right? I can sit and say and think like my parents were frustrated, you know, the pain and trauma that they were going through in life, they were just projecting some of that on me. Because I say that because sometimes I got whoopings and you think back, you like, why did I get a whooping for that? And there was things based on my criteria of getting whoopings that I'm like, I don't understand how I didn't get a whooping for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at, you know what I'm saying? Hindsight 2020, looking at it, you like, I
Right.
got whooped for that. And then, like, yo, I darn near burnt the house down and I ain't get a whooping for that. And so you really understand and realize too, like, you got beat sometimes. It was because of frustration of them within life, and you just caught them on the wrong day.
Yep.
And you were right there, and it was easy to put all that into your ass. So yeah, it does go back. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes and understand, once again, understanding is now, even with my son, like, sometimes you're frustrated, right? You're frustrated. You need a moment of silence, and he might do something that if he would have did it yesterday, you wouldn't even say nothing, right? But now, because where you are mentally, hey, stop, cut it out, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's me mentally taking a check to be like, okay, Adrian, is what he doing really that bad? Or are you having a bad day? And then also giving them that opportunity. And I learned this from my wife. Like, yo, you have bad days. They're going to have bad days. And
Come on,
understanding.
Debbie, teach your husband.
But you know what I'm saying? Just understanding, like, you know what I mean? Like he, because he's 4. So if he has a breakdown, right, of emotions, right? He's whining or something. You like, they have bad days too. And so it's just understanding that and now being able to talk to them and like, hey, what's going on? What happened today? Something happened at school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, or did you sleep? Did you not get a good night's rest? Like, we have to understand that we have to bridge the gap and communicate, because we have bad days, they have bad days. So there's so many different factors that I don't think, of course, the generation, previous to us that raised kids, just they beat first, like Derek said, beat first, ask questions later.
He said,
and that's where we come from. But I think we all realize like that might not have been the best thing.
Well, that generation was moving out of survival mode too. So there was no room for asking questions. Like, do what I say and I don't have time to repeat myself. And that's it. Like, we trying to figure out how we're going to eat tonight. Now we have time for conversations. We have time to figure out the emotional intelligence of our kids to figure out what's going on with them. They didn't have time for that, nor were they equipped to do it at all.
Not even a little bit.
No.
Horrible.
So it was bad.
So, exactly. Bad. So yeah, I mean, I feel like we need to learn, and sometimes I think this is one of those things too that we're so worried about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like our kids being in the circle, because I mean the surroundings are totally different from where we grew up, and so they, amongst mixed company now, right? So your kid, you don't want your kid to be in the store touching stuff or in the store, just doing different things. You like trying to check them, but it's like, the kid just being a kid. Like, let him move around the store a little bit. Like, if he ain't hurting nothing, he ain't knocking nothing over there, it's all good. And
we was in Fort Knox. Don't you touch nothing. Ask for nothing.
You know what? I don't. So long as if we're out, because I'll take my son to the mall and out to the store, stuff like that. He just knows he gotta stay near me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He gotta stay where we see each other. I'll let him, run off 10 feet away and come on back and, kind of give him a little rope. But he know, like, I better not go too far, or dad better be able to just see me, type of thing. So hey, I let him run around. My son, I don't know what it is, but he likes to hug the mannequins. So when we walk by the women's section, he be hugging the mannequins.
Little Adrian.
Yeah, he be hugging the
Oh,
mannequins.
he little fresh self.
And so, but hey, whatever. That's hey, that's what you like to do. I'm gonna let you do it. But it's like letting a kid be a kid. Let him explore. Let him, do different things. I try personally not to be like no, even though I am like no, but I try not to tell him no. He catch me sometimes and it's gonna be no, but you try to be different because I never want to kill the curiosity in him. I want him to always be like, I wonder why, or how is this, or how is that. Some things are.
Let's see, what parenting moment haunts you that you wish you could get back? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me think, because my daughter took me through hell.
I mean, I'm not, so I can go first while you're thinking about it, because I'm not that deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 4. I'm only 4 years in the game, right? So I'm only 4 years in the game, but I think for me it was really, and this is what I'm talking about now, really spawned that in me because of what I'm talking about. Is because I got mad and I overreacted. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't, hit him or anything, but it was just how I responded to him. And I could see the fear in his face.
Right.
But it wasn't that serious. I was just aggravated. And it wasn't even him. I came into the situation already aggravated. And so I pretty much scared the daylights out of him. And I apologize though. I apologize to him because I mean you could just see like he turned white. Like you could see just the fear in his face. And so I had to apologize, give him a hug, stuff like that, because I'm like, that's not what I want to project. And especially not for, some daily activities that he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't like he knocked something over. It wasn't like it, he was taking his time. We was going to take a bath. He was taking his time. He was dragging his feet, but I was aggravated. And so, he was taking his time and I just got heated. And so what I did was we walking up the steps. I grabbed him with the one hand and just like all in one swoop. And he's just looking at me like, oh my God, I'm about to die, And so, and it's like, and not only that, it's like, boy, if I tell you to do something, and then I put him down and, and then I was able to like look at him and then I just thought about it and I was like, ooh, that was kind of rough. Like, and like I said, I think, and because I knew that I was aggravated. So that to me, that was like the worst part of it because it wasn't necessarily him. Because typically when he does that, I have to think about, do some self-reflecting. I'll be like tapping him on the butt. Here, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I make it in the game. So he could have thought this game time. Pop's gonna be popping me. I'm finna laugh, and we just gonna hop up the steps. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I had to like really take myself back and reflect on it, and like, it's me. It wasn't him. It was me.
Damn. Man, I got so many moments because I was a teenage mom. So, oh man, whew, shit. Let me think of one. Probably when I found my daughter in the house with a boy.
Mm.
Um, and I think she was probably, let me see, 13 years old. I didn't know how to react. Shit. I walked in the house and my child's here with it's a car in front of my house. So the boy holding up the drive.
Mm.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I just went full throttle, go off, act a fool, Philly native. I'm just all over the place. Just it was bad. it was
Mm.
bad. It was bad. Straight to the clinic, get every test. I need to know what's going on. Like it was crazy. Yeah. So I wish I would have been able to. I wish I was a little more calm and maybe try to figure out like what's going on. Because now that I look back at it, I realized that she was acting out because I was about to have my son. I think she was 12. I was about to have my son. She felt out of place. She didn't have a dad. His dad was there. Like it was a lot going on, and she's trying to process what about me and me and her. It's just been me and her for 12 years, so she didn't know what was going on. And I wish I could have just thought about her in that moment and figuring out why would she be doing all these abnormal things at this moment. So, but all I thought was, ain't no way my baby having a baby. Like I just went all the way left with it. Like, look, I was scared, but it was some things that had to happen and it happened on purpose and it was intentional that day. That probably saved her life for me going all the way left like that. So yeah, I was definitely triggered because I refused to have my daughter repeat any other cycles. We was breaking that shit, and I was not about to let that happen again. So, but yeah, it was a lot. Whew, she put me through a lot. When they say you do some things in your childhood and you're gonna get them back, oh, you get them back. She
Mm.
gave them back to me tenfold. But now she's
Mm.
amazing. So, and I still don't have any grandkids.
Mm.
And she's
Yeah.
25, so we're good. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Kids definitely will change you. They will change
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that was a great show, y'all. We really appreciate y'all in the comments. Adrian, what you got going on for the week?
Hey man, I'm still trying to get this schedule together, man. Um, yo, my little Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, that boy there, like, don't be sleeping. So he is like,
Oh,
I got yin and yang. So you got Adrian that's just running crazy, running around all day long, that you got to entertain and keep that energy level low. So,
mm-hmm.
but he sleep at night. Then you got the
Right.
baby who's super chill throughout the day. Like, oh, he's so lovable and huggable and kissable, and he's quiet and chill. And then at night, he flipped the switch on you, and that boy don't sleep. I'm telling you, this boy will cry more in a 6 hour span when overnight than he do all day long. He barely. So it's like, and then you see him in the morning, right? He wake up like, haha, I got you. He's smiling again. He chilling. You like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm definitely trying to get back on track. I told you. Now I'm at the point I can't do much because yeah, we got to get this together. Because like last night, just to give you an example, what I got up with him was like 2:30, then 3:30,
Mm.
4, and then
Oh,
after he went back to sleep to 4, I was able to take a nap before I had to get up. So, um,
whoa.
and then I went in there. It was what 11:30 at night, and so a good night for him. He's probably finna, if he's not up now. Well, if he hasn't woke up yet, which he typically wakes up between 9:30 and 10, and then he'll wake up probably by 11, between 11:30 and 12, and then he's
Mm-mm.
probably gonna wake up at 2:30 ish, 3.
Ooh,
Hopefully,
child.
if you're lucky, he'll sleep to the morning after he wakes up. Then, if you're lucky,
Good
but
God.
typically. Yes, it's
Ain't no
it's
way.
tough, man.
Mm-mm.
So we trying to figure that out,
Mm-mm.
and one because I refuse to take anything until um I'm able to start back getting a little bit more rest because
Good
yeah, it's
Lord.
tough. I mean, because already working your job, right, and all the meetings that I typically have for that,
Right.
and then to put stuff on top of that, no, it's not working.
Mm-mm.
Hey, I ain't even working out for real like that. I be hitting the elliptical. Like I ain't been in no gym. I
Wow.
I be
Ooh,
hitting the
child.
elliptical like 3 days a week.
See?
So
Adriel is birth control, honey.
yo, it's over with. That's why you when y'all that's when you be saying what you be saying, like trying for I'm not going through this again. I'm not
I can't even
yo,
imagine.
I'm
I
not
can't
gambling
imagine.
because what if this one even worse as far as the baby's no, I'm good. It's
Well,
over
you
with.
know it doesn't last forever.
Yeah, whatever.
It's only temporary.
I'm trying
He's
to
gonna
find the
sleep
temporary in this.
eventually.
I'm trying to find the temporary in this.
I don't think my son slept all night for the first 3 years of his life. It took him 3 years to sleep all night. Yeah, it was bad.
Was that him
Did
that
you
said
hear him?
what?
Yeah, you heard him
Yes.
go, what? Yeah, that was yeah. It was terrible. Yeah. And he didn't get out of my bed until he was 8.
Oh, so he ain't gonna deny that one.
You hear
So
him? So 8 years
yeah,
old.
8 years old.
Yeah,
Oh
he was
no.
till he was 8. Yeah.
So yeah, Adrian's pretty independent. You know what I'm saying when it comes to those things. We are not putting him in our bed, the baby. He's in the crib. We've been working through
Well,
it. We
that's why his
trying
ass
because
don't sleep.
right. But you know what I'm saying? But think about it, Didi. Like we also have another little child. So if we have him in the bed, we might as well put
Adrian
Adrian in
gonna
the
want to
bed
come in
too.
there. Yeah.
So you know what I'm
See, we had a
saying?
bed inside the bed for my son. He had his own bed, but it was in our bed.
I tried that. So we had this little bed that sit in the bed. He ain't like it.
Oh, my
He,
son be knocked out.
he ain't not like that. So he be in the crib, but like I said, you hear him crying and you sit up. And so this is the worst part, is because Adrian rooms are next to each other, like catty cornered, right? So
Um,
it's like you don't want him to cry too long because you like, well, you could
he gonna wake up
possibly
Adrian.
wake up Adrian. So you like, all right, let me get in here and and I'm trying not to like, because what I'm like doing too when I go in there anyways, I'm like, okay, I'm not finna sleep with you. So I'm not finna lay down with you on my chest and let you sleep. It's not finna happen because then I'm gonna have to break that too. Then that's something else you're gonna have to break. So I try to, if
Woo.
he has a bottle, you feed him, and then you kind of rock him till he falls asleep, and then you try to put him down. Um, it's no
Mm.
more. I'm telling you right now, not having no more. So hopefully
That's
you won't
crazy.
you won't be hearing about me doing too much until he starts back sleeping.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you.
Him waking up three
Okay.
times in one night is a good night.
Mm,
That's a good
mm.
night.
That's too much. Lord, I love my sleep. I'm sorry. So I gave my nephew your number, so hopefully he'll be calling you about the job. So
You said he in
yeah,
marketing, right?
yes,
Yeah. Tell him to hit me up
yes,
ASAP.
yep. I told him I gave him the number, so
All right.
he should be ready to rock and roll. Um, I don't think I have much coming up. Um, of course, the music. We about to really make some. I know y'all been seeing the post. We on the radio with the song with Anthony Hamilton, Money Train feature Anthony Hamilton. Down, go stream it, download it, share it, tell people about it. We about to be on the markets in Miami and some other radio stations. So it's about to be this. I think this is the one. We got some folks behind it. We got some people in Philly interested in getting them in some clubs up there. So we working. I really need to get this challenge going. I think I'm gonna wait till after the 4th of July so people don't have no excuse to lose the weight. July 15th to August 15th, 30-day challenge. I think that's gonna be my date. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the the Eventbrite up this week so people can buy their tickets, register, and get the link to all the instructions on how to start. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But go ahead and download and stream Money Train featuring Anthony Hamilton. It's called Down. All platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music. It's out there. So y'all check it out. It's a good song. And we appreciate everybody for coming out tonight. The conversation was amazing. Drena, we missed you. I'm so sorry you couldn't get on because you got drunk drivers out there smashing up poles and stuff. But Drena should be back next week. If y'all have any topics y'all want to talk about, let us know. The number scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You can text it to me. You can inbox us. You can DM us. If you want to be a special guest co-host, let us know. Hit me up. Hit us up. Let us know. And we will see y'all next week. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.